Welcome to Blunt Talk Podcast with host and best-selling author Gino Arcaro. Blunt Talk Podcast is sponsored by X Fitness and Jordan Publications, publisher of Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter. To reach your personal best, buy Gino's book, Soul of a Lifter, at Amazon.com or GinoArcaro.com.
Make the tough call. Let me repeat that, ladies and gentlemen. Make the tough call. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Blunt Talk Podcast. We're broadcasting today from the newly renovated third floor of my gym, X Fitness, Welland, Ontario, Canada. X Fitness is deeply and profoundly committed to lift in mind, body, and soul, and to the celebration of good inspirational news only. To lift is our true mission statement. We didn't make it up just to attract phony likes on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. To lift has been our mission for the past 43 years of coaching. To lift is what we have lived, coaching over 25,000 students and athletes, and we continue to lift every day. Join X Fitness, and I guarantee you, I promise you, the minute you walk through the front doors, you will be lifted to lift. Here's real life lesson number 12,111 that I've taught football players for 40 years, college law enforcement students for 2 decades, and my women's lifting team for over 2 years. Make the tough call. There are 2 pains in life. The pain of busting your ass and the pain of getting your ass kicked. The choice depends on how thick your layers of limitations are. Both pains sound like hell, look like hell, feel like hell, but the pain of busting your ass has a reward. The pain of getting your ass kicked does not. The pain of getting your ass kicked is worse. It tortures your soul. That's why it's important to make the right call. Choose the correct pain. It will alter your life. We are all a work in progress. No human is a finished product. There's no finish line as long as you're alive. Every human has the innate need to grow in mind, body, and soul. The effect of your transformation makes an impact in the world, whether you're aware of it or not. The difference you make in yourself makes a huge difference in others. There's no greater reward than putting up ladders for someone else. Others have put up ladders for you. Reciprocal lifting is the heart and soul of team lifting. First set of team lifting tonight at 6:30 p.m. in the hashtag basement of X Fitness. Life is too short to cut short feeling alive. Flipping the switch on the first set floods the system with natural shots of adrenaline that brings alive all that is dormant inside your heart and soul. Top 1000 workout song of the day, The Unforgiven by Metallica. The live version from the iconic album Binge and Purge, released in 1993, year 24 of my 49-year workout streak. It's a masterpiece. It's a mega masterpiece. $1.29 on iTunes, guaranteed to lift. Today, at 6:30 p.m., is chest day. Chest day is not a weekday. In addition to chest, we do shoulders and back. He who bench presses most wins the most. That's what I've taught my football players, my college law enforcement students, my women's lifting team for 43 years. Let me repeat it. He who bench presses most wins the most and bleeds the least and gets busted up the least, gets pounded the least, suffers the embarrassment of fourth quarter knockouts the least, gets pushed around the least, gets punched out the least in overtime, loses the least games, loses the least self-respect, loses the least dignity, loses the least heart, loses the least guts.
Reach your personal best. Build your team's best. Buy Gino Arcaro's book, Soul of a Lifter, available in softcover or ebook at Amazon.com.
I've taught football players and wannabe cops for 4 decades that it sounds like fun until it has to get done. Winning big is governed by the 1.4% rule. 98.6% are unwilling and incapable to cut through the infinite layers of limitations on chest day. 98.6% will not cut through their layers of limitations on chest day. That means you have only 1.4% of your competition that you got to worry about. 98.6% will let their minds turn chest day into a weekday because of PMS, postmodern softness, and postmodern spoiledness, and postmodern selfishness. Only 1.4% have the guts to never make chest day into a weekday. Your worst hell is lining up across a 1.4%er who doesn't like you, who doesn't want to be your friend, who doesn't want to party with you. First set tonight, 6:30 p.m., as I said, in the hashtag basement of X Fitness. No break chest day, chest, shoulders, and back for 1.4%ers who don't want to get cut from contention, but want to seriously get cut in mind, body, and soul. Blunt Talk Podcast is on a mission to reach and lift all 7 billion humans on planet Earth. Please help us spread our message by sharing this Blunt Talk Podcast with at least 3 people to lift them. You'll feel the lifter's high, I guarantee you. If you can share it with more than 3 people, you will feel a deep, profound lifter's high. Thank you for listening, ladies and gentlemen. We are grateful for every listener. So much love to our worldwide audience. Blessings and all good things. Peace.
Don't waste your potential. Don't waste your team's potential. Buy Soul of a Lifter now.